Thank you for joining us on WSAV News 3 today at 11. Here's a live look from our Savannah cam out over the Bull River Bridge. Storm Team 3 meteorologist Alyssa Carsley is in the Weather Center with a look at our forecast first. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hey, good morning, Kim. We're starting off as we head towards lunchtime, getting back into the 60s and 70s. It was cool out there this morning, refreshing. Don't get used to it because as we head into our weekend, we are looking at our morning temperatures to climb back up into the 60s. As for the rest of this afternoon, lots and lots of sunshine out there for us to enjoy. Temperatures will feel very similar to what we saw throughout our Monday afternoon, with our highs back into the upper 70s, then back into the low 80s, mainly south of I-16. Now, while it will be a warmer afternoon overall, we still have high pressure right across the East Coast. That's going to drive in a northerly wind, keeping the drier air around, the comfortable conditions. So at least while temperatures do start to warm up just a little bit more, we do begin to see temperatures at least feeling quite comfortable. 82 degrees is at high today in Glenville to 78 degrees for the high in Savannah. Over the next few days, just like late last week, we have that warming trend once again as we approach the weekend. The good news is we're not looking at temperatures to be nearly as warm as what we saw late last week. No one's reaching the mid 90s, unlike what we saw last week. This week, though, mid to upper 80s. So that's still warm. That's still above average for this time of year, with lots of sunshine for us to enjoy all the way into our weekend. So coming up in the complete Storm Team 3 forecast, we'll talk about the warming trend and, of course, how the chance of rain begins to increase by early next week.
Thank you, Alyssa. Topping our news this morning, some frightening moments earlier today for Beaufort County residents awakened by the sound of gunfire. According to authorities, a domestic disturbance escalated into a violent exchange between deputies and the suspect. WSAV's Danielle Cobb joins us now live with the latest. Danielle, good morning. What can you tell us right now?
Well, good morning, Kim. As you're looking behind me, this street is much calmer than it was just hours earlier, which is what started as a domestic call and then led into an officer-involved shooting. That brought multiple agencies on scene, including the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division and the FBI. Just before 5 a.m. this morning, the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office received the call about that disturbance on Wildcat Lane off Parker Drive. Shortly after deputies arrived on scene, an exchange of gunfire broke out between the authorities and suspect after the man started shooting at the deputies. The deputies called for backup and the suspect fled the scene on foot into the woods. That's when a multi-agency search went down, including the FBI, SLED, the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources, Beaufort Police, Port Royal Police, and Bluffton Police. The Sheriff's Office set a perimeter and notified several schools in the area to go into lockdown as precaution. Eventually, the suspect was apprehended in the search. Away from the scene, he was found unarmed.
There was no injuries reported, thankfully. None of our officers were injured. The suspect or anyone in the home was injured. We will be releasing more information later on because, of course, this is a developing case and also charges are still pending. And so we will be releasing more information later on.
The schools have lifted their lockdown, and there is no more threat to the public at this time. The suspect's name has not been released, nor have the deputies that were involved in the shooting. We'll continue to update you as we learn more about this ongoing case. But for now, reporting live in Burton, Danielle Cobb, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Thank you, Danielle. Of course, we'll provide more updates as we get them, both on air and online. Some tragic news out of Richmond Hill this morning, where a house fire has claimed the life of one person and sent another to the hospital. Richmond Hill fire crews responded to a home on Rushing Street shortly after 9:30 last night. We're told smoke and flames were coming out of the house when they arrived on scene. Officials tell us one resident was found inside the home but did not survive. A second person was taken to the hospital for treatment. Authorities have not yet released the name of the person killed in that fire. The cause is still under investigation. Turning now to a developing story, one man remains hospitalized this morning after an officer-involved shooting at a Savannah convenience store. According to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, a Savannah police officer was inside the Parker's Kitchen on Beach Street around 12:30 yesterday morning when he noticed the business was being robbed. We're told the suspect, identified as 29-year-old Raheem Ashanti Williams, pointing a gun at a store clerk. Investigators tell us when Williams noticed the officer, he ran out of the store and turned his weapon toward him. The GBI says the officer fired, striking Williams as he fled. Williams was transported to the hospital in critical condition. The investigation remains active and ongoing.